It's coming up on 9 years since a freak accident involving 3 16-year-old Newcastle cheerleaders made headlines. In May of 2000, Cyndi Johnston, Lauren Trusty, formerly Gibson, and Jordan Powers accidentally filled their inflatable rafts with a dangerous gas used for welding.
We went that day. It was Wednesday morning, and we wanted to lay out and sunbathe, and so we hopped in Jordan's car and went to the marina.
We just walked in there and we said we need to air up these mattresses. Where can we air these up at? He just directed us to the back of the shop and said there was 2 garage doors that were open and there was a hose laying outside.
And it was oxyacetylene is what we filled them up with. So that tank, I don't know, I just remember thinking that, you know, everything these days come in so many different shapes and sizes and different brands and different things like that, that it was actually doing the purpose that we wanted, filling up our air mattresses. So I never, you know, put 2 and 2 together in my head. I just thought it was a different brand of an air.
The rafts exploded in Power's car, burning the 3 girls.
We were listening to music pretty loudly, and all of a sudden we both heard popping noises, or we all 3 heard popping noises, and it was very loud. And then the next thing we knew, it was just like an explosion.
Explosion and then black smoke. I got to the floorboard to try to get some air because I couldn't breathe, and Lauren was trying to open the door but couldn't find it. And I ended up reaching up and opening the door, and that's when the flames just... The air from outside, yeah, just fed to the flames, and the flames just... And we jumped out, and then Jordan got out on the other side. They first took us to Durant Hospital. Yeah. They didn't initially take us to Baptist. They took us to Durant.
Because the doctor actually got on the phone with my mom and said, the girls have been in a car fire. They're not that badly burned. And then my mom said it wasn't 5 minutes later that she got a call, and they said, okay, well, we've had to intubate 2 of the girls. Lauren's being intubated right now and then medi-flighted to Texas because they thought we were from Texas at first. And my mom said, no, absolutely not. They need to go to Baptist. That's the last thing I remember until I was in the hospital at Baptist in the ICU, which I still thought I was in Durant. I had no idea. And my mom grabbed my hand, and she was crying, and I remember just barely opening my eyes, and she was just had tears rolling down, and she wasn't hysterical, just tears, and she said, Lauren, look at me, and she said, you have got to fight. They told us you're going to die. You've got to fight and start breathing, and that really clicked in my head. Oh my gosh. I gotta start breathing.
Johnston and Trusty, now 25, are still best friends, and they attribute their survival and the lives they now lead to that friendship.
I think the bonds that were already strong, especially during the car fire, are so much stronger now. Mm-hmm. And for that reason, I'm thankful for that.
I used to always say that I was glad I was in my position rather than being in my friends and family position, because I felt like it was a lot harder on all of them to watch us go through than it was on actually me.
Trusty is married and mother of 3, and Johnston is now a nurse and has a 19-month-old son.
As far as someone learning from us, I would just say, you know, live your life every day to the fullest, and don't regret anything you do.
Keep your 16-year-olds locked up.
Yeah.
I think it was scary for a lot of parents out there, too.